Hello everyone. I, Ms. Bhavna Danesh Munod, welcome you all in Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sharda Nagar, Baramati. Today, dear students, last period we studied about price determination under perfect competition and the relationship of demand and supply with price and quantity supplied. Now we come to our next point, children, in this chapter, that is monopoly. Now from 11th standard we have heard this monopoly word, children. So first we'll see what this word means. So this monopoly word was derived from Greek word, children, in that monos means single and poles means sailor. See, yeah, I am telling again, this word is derived from Greek word where mono means single and poles mean sailor. So monopoly means, in short, children, that is single sailor. Now monopoly means existence of a single producer or seller who purchases or sells a product which has no close substitutes. See, yeah, a single seller who purchases the products and sells it. He doesn't have any substitute in the market. Monopoly means a single seller. So monopoly definition can be told as, according to the market, a monopoly is an industry in which there will be only one firm, seller, and a firm is considered, children, a monopolist. So if he is only the seller of the product and its product doesn't have any close substitutes. Now the definition of monopoly we'll see according to Professor E.H. Chamberlain. So they have defined definition as, monopoly refers to single firm which has control over the supply of the product and no close substitute. So according to E.H. Chamberlain, monopoly refers to single firm which has control over the supply of the product and no close substitute. So in short, children, monopoly is a single seller which have no close substitute. Now this is defined according to Professor E.H. Chamberlain. Now we come to the next point in the chapter, children, that is features of monopoly, and this we will see one by one. Now the first monopoly feature is, children, single seller. Keep in mind, monopoly is always a single seller. He doesn't have any substitute in the market. So in monopoly market there is no competition, as well as there is only one single producer or seller of the product, but the numbers of buyers is larger. Now see, simple example I will tell you, children, regarding this monopoly. Single seller means what? Now say I am a producer, I have produced in the product, I am a producer only and I sell in the market myself only. I don't have any other partners, I don't have any other substitutes. I am the single seller in the market, only one person in the market. That is called as single seller. So the buyers will be larger, but selling person only will be one in the market, children. Then the second feature of monopoly is no close substitute. Now substitute means what, children? How we have tea and coffee products. Immediately our rivalries are there in the market, competition, tough competition, having a substitute of the product, other product, same type, same quality, but in other brand name, and that also cheaper. That is called as substitute products. So for monopoly they have told we don't have any close substitute. There are no close substitutes for the product of monopolist, and therefore the buyers have no choice. See, they have to either buy the product from the monopolist or go without it. So the cross elasticity of demand for this product is either zero or negative. See here what I am telling. No close substitute means what? Now suppose, say, children, I have entered in the market. I want that pen. For example, I will tell you I want that pen only. But I see only one shop is there. What you will do? You will purchase, whether the shopkeeper that 5 rupees pen is selling at 20 rupees or 30 rupees cost, you will purchase that pen. Why? Because you cannot go anywhere and you require that pen in emergency. So that 5 rupees pen also you will take at 20-30 rupees, because no option only for us, no close substitute only for us. So you are taking that product at any price. That is called as no close substitute. and that is called as monopoly market, single seller, no choice we have. And for this thing, then the elasticity of demand from this product is either zero or negative. Then the third one is barriers to entry. See, in a monopoly market, there are restrictions. So entry is restricted. Say any legal, natural, technological barriers which do not allow competitors to enter in the market. Now, in a monopoly market, children, entries will be legally. There will be restrictions. When you will have permission, only then you can enter the market. Monopoly. Now, simple example. See what I will tell you regarding, say, just a simple example. Now we go for, say, railway station or stands. Simple example I will give you. Now children, there is a parking concept. Means those who are traveling for 2-3 hours or they want to go far distance, they park their vehicle, say, stand parking we have. So you see over there, when you go, children, personally observe, in a stand only one parking person will be there. Only one monopoly, one parking person. So how much rate he will charge for your scooter, whether you keep for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Whatever charge he will do, you have to pay it. You don't have to bargain, concession, or have any concession for this thing, keeping your scooter. Why? Because no option we have. We don't have any other option. We have to keep our bike in that parking place because it will be safe and secured, and there's only one person who takes the responsibility of your bike, that is parking place in a stand or, say, railway station. So there is barriers to entry. Now this person has got permission legally. Anyone cannot have that parking particular department and tell, no, you keep your bike over here and give me the charges. No. So there are restrictions, children, barriers to entry. Entry of this is restricted due to legal, natural, technological barriers which do not allow competitors to not enter the market. The fourth one, children, is control, complete control over the market supply. Now see, a monopoly, the features of monopoly we are studying, children. The monopolist has a complete hold, complete control over the market, and he is the sole producer or seller of the product. So complete control as well as sole producer or seller of the product. So monopoly we have studied how many features? 4. Barriers to entry is their complete control over the market supply. Then the fifth one, children, the important point, that is monopoly is also called as a price maker. See, a price maker. He has a control over the market supply because he is single person who is producing and selling the product. So complete control, no other partnerships, no other queries, no other competitors he has. So complete control over the market. Then the next point is what? Price maker. Now price maker means what? Monopoly can fix the price of his product on his own. He doesn't have to wait for market conditions. Whatever happens in market, he is the single person who can make his own price for the product. That is called as price maker. So for agree disagree also they will ask, monopoly is the price maker. Yes, monopoly is a price maker. A monopolist is a price maker, children. Why? Because they can fix their own product and they have the whole control over the market supply. So they are price maker. Then the next feature is price discrimination. Now see, in a monopolistic market, as monopolist being a price maker, he will charge different prices to different consumers for the same product. Now suppose, children, see, I am a monopolist. Now I have to earn profit. Now for my friend I will give for 5 rupees the pen. For other customers I will give for 10. For other customer I can give 15, 20 rupees. Whatever thing I want, I will charge because I am a single seller in that market. I got permission for that. So for different customers, monopolist person will charge different prices, children. So there will be price discrimination over here. Changes in price according to the customers. Why? Because depending on a monopolist. So your price discrimination will be there. So monopolist being a price maker, he can charge different prices to different consumers for the same product on the basis of time, say, place, etc. And thus price discrimination as an important feature of the monopoly market. So for example, say senior citizens and students are provided railway tickets at concessional rates. Now see, they have given a simple example of railways. Railways, what they told, that for senior citizen, that is above 60, and for especially for students, those who are still studying in college, say near above 18 years or 20 years of age, for them special passes are there, children, concession in tickets. That is called as price discrimination done by monopolist. Then seventh, no distinction between firm and industry. So a monopolist is the seller or say sole seller and producer of the product. A monopoly firm itself is an industry. So no distinction between firm and industry means what? He is a single seller and producer of the product, and monopoly firm is itself an industry. So for a monopolist, we cannot have distinction between firm and industry, children. We cannot differentiate it. Why? Because solo seller, single seller, and he only is the producer of the product. So monopoly itself, they have told, is a firm, and we can also call it as an industry. Now we studied about features of monopoly. Again, just we will have a revision regarding this, that it is a single seller, no close substitutes are there in monopolist, barriers to entry is there, complete control over the market supply is there, price maker, price discrimination, no distinction between firm and industry. Now come to our next point in this chapter, that is types of monopoly, children. And it is very important, as types of monopoly, they can ask, explain the types of monopoly, or what are the types of monopoly. So we'll see one by one. Types of monopoly. First we'll come to private monopoly. Now what is private monopoly? When an individual or private body controls a monopoly firm, it is known as private monopoly. An example also they have given, children, Tata Group. Now see, Tata say, or Reliance Industries say, or Birla says, they are coming under what? Private group. Means individual person is only doing his own expenses. He is paying his expenses, is earning profit. Or individual person taking the responsibility on his own, children, is called as a private person. Private monopoly. So here they have told, when an individual or private body controls a monopoly firm, it is known as private monopoly. So example, Tata Group. Then the second one is public monopoly. Now what is public monopoly? When the production is solely owned and controlled and operated by the government, it is known as public monopoly, and it is usually welfare oriented. So example, Indian Railways. Now public monopoly, what they have told, when the production is solely owned by the government. Government only manages the transactions. Whatever operation are there, it is operated by the government, and government only takes care of everything. That is called as public monopoly. An example, we also know about it, that railway comes under what? Government department. So Indian Railways comes under government department. Government only take care, precautions, whatever new inventions are there. If they want to increase the ticket rate, children, that is all done by government. That is public monopoly. Then the third, legal monopoly. Now legal monopoly means what, children? This monopoly emerges on account of legal provisions like patents, trademark, copyrights, etc. So the law forbids the potential competitors to imitate means what? To copy the design or form of the product registered under given branded names. So example, Amul products, children. Now see, children, nowadays many of the people are copying things. So legal monopoly means if any company copies the same product, say same taste or same brand cover regarding anything, so that company will come under fraud case, or case will be taken, legal action will be taken. So legal monopoly means what? Whatever law has given them permission, whatever legal provisions are there, trademark are there, copyrights are there, according to that the company will have its structure. So this law will forbid the potential competitors to imitate. Means when a company is formed, a strict action will be taken if anyone wants to copyright that company. Copyright, trademark, children, copy. Now for example, see DVD, CV, what is there? CD or DVD, children. Any new movie is released, for example. What strictly note is given, a single sentence they have told, copyrights are not allowed. DVD is not allowed, duplicate CD is not allowed, otherwise legal action or legal case will be done. So same for companies. So example over here they have given of Amul products. Now Amul products there are many. They have cheese, they have butter, they have milk, they have lassi. So many Amul products are there. But they told that if this company's same name, same brand is used, copied, carbon copy is done, then a strict action will be taken by the company. That is called as legal monopoly. Then the fourth one, children, natural monopoly. Now natural monopoly, basis of natural resources, nature. So say climate, rainfall, specific location, etc. is coming under natural monopoly. Say for wheat from Punjab. Now the things coming from natural resources. So it will be climate, it will be rainfall, say it will be vegetable production, anything regarding location. So that is called as natural monopoly. Means example C, wheat is more famous in Punjab. They have given. So that is a natural monopoly. Means you are selling natural resources. Then the fifth type of monopoly is, children, simple monopoly. Now what is this in simple monopoly? We'll see. In simple monopoly, seller or a firm charges a uniform price, children, to all the buyers. See, natural monopoly, what we studied, children, that this monopoly is created on the basis of natural conditions like climate, rainfall, specific location, etc. That is known as natural monopoly. So example, wheat from Punjab. Now we come to our next monopoly, that is simple monopoly. Now what this simple monopoly tells, children? In simple monopoly, seller or a firm charges a uniform price for its products to all the buyers. So same price, means under simple monopoly same price will be charged, a uniform price. So in simple monopoly, seller or firm charges a uniform price for its products to all the buyers. Then comes the next, that is discriminating monopoly. Discriminating. Now what happens in discriminating monopoly? Firm charges different prices to different buyers for the same product. Example, doctor charges different fees to different patients. Now discriminating means here same what we studied under monopoly, price discrimination. In features we studied, means everyone according to the customer they will charge. Now here they have given an example, students, regarding doctor. See, if you are relative of the doctor, doctor will take less fees, but if you are not the relative, he will charge according to his criteria. What is the free criteria over here? So doctor charges fees to different patients, or say not also relatives, according to your treatment. According to your treatment, if you have only a headache, he will charge 100 rupees for just taking. But if you have severe joint pain or you are suffering from dengue, malaria, the fees will be different of doctors, children. So doctor will charge different fees to different patients according to their treatment. So this is called as discriminating monopoly. That means prices will not be same. Prices will be different, children, over here. Discriminating ones, identical or different. It will not be same. Then come to the last type of monopoly, children. That is voluntary monopoly. Now voluntary monopoly means what? To avoid cutthroat competition. Some monopolies voluntarily come together and form a group of monopolists. This facilitates them to maximize the profit. Example, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, that is OPEC. So voluntary monopoly, OPEC. That is to avoid cutthroat competition. Some monopolies voluntarily come together. Means say to avoid the competition, all the single sellers will come together and form a group of monopolistic, which will sell that only particular product for profit. So we all know OPEC company, that is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, children, from Kuwait, and the Kuwait sends to all the world, all the countries, they send the petrol products. So whatever price they will charge, every country has to accept it. So that is called as voluntary. They are working voluntary. If Kuwait tells, if this OPEC company tells that we will not send petrols, will not send fuel, will not export, then the work will be disturbed, children, because many of the machines are working on fuel, say diesel or petrol. So voluntary monopoly means what? Doing for service. They are getting paid, but they are doing on their own. So this OPEC company, that is Organization of Petrol Exporting Countries, have come together and then started selling the product, that is called as voluntary monopoly. So children, the types of monopoly we have seen over here, that is private monopoly. Private means what? On the own individual has created this. Then public monopoly, government is taking care of that. Legal monopoly means your company should be registered, otherwise persons will take action if you carbon copy it. Natural monopoly means from natural resources you are getting the things and you are selling it. Simple monopoly means, children, you have a simple uniform price. Discriminating means changes in price structure will be there. And voluntary monopoly means from a group of monopolists to maximize the profit, that is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries have voluntarily sent fuels to people so that working will be proper. So remaining part we will study in the next video, children. Till then, bye. Thank you.